Good morning, everybody. It's Friday and I've been up for a couple hours now. I obviously just got out of the shower. So today I'm working on processing and photography, and I thought I would share a little bit about what I'm doing during my days. But I have a very special delivery coming in about 15 minutes, hence I'm still a mess, but they called me to let me know they were dropping it off. So I just rushed down here and I'll share with you what it is. It has arrived. I ordered this back in November. It is now the end of February and I am so excited to get this upstairs into our room. Very pumped about this. Adine is getting ready to take all our packages from the post office. You can hear Jessica behind me on her horse. He's gonna be dropping her off at his parents'. They get her on Friday. So she's just hanging out, being a cowgirl at the moment.
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday was a good day. We sold over, was it 450?
470.
470? Nice. And that instant Facebook Marketplace sale, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, super pumped about that.
Yeah, Molly will tell you more. I'm going to get going, warming up the car. It's still cold in Michigan.
Okay, so now that the Peloton's here and I was able to finish getting ready, I'm gonna go get those GeoTrack slots that we were working on last weekend. Monday just sort of got away from me, ended up sourcing for that full day, and Wednesday was just working on getting things processed that were sitting in our living room. That's always kind of my first priority, just because I don't want it to sit there. So I'm gonna pull those out of our garage. Here they are, and then I'll unbox them for you and show you how I'm gonna be taking photos of those. So I've got our pre-sorted lots here. This is what we were able to figure out on Saturday, Sunday, whichever day it was last weekend. And that's the hardest part, is figuring out which lots you're gonna do. If you didn't watch that video, we decided on this. This is a train station with a full circle of track. And then this is the big city lights with a bridge and some tracks. And then this is just the airport, Coastal Winds Airport, that we're gonna sell separately. And then we are doing this huge lot here. It's just a lot more convenient for us to pick out the pieces with the most money and sell this one separately. Shipping is going to be expensive, but we're still going to factor that in, and it's still going to end up being a really good deal because there's lots of buildings in there and a lot of tracks as well. So here's one set that I have set up ready to take photos. This will be the white background, and I'll disclose how many pieces and get close-ups. But I also plan on putting this back on the floor and assembling it, just because I think that will give people sort of a sense of the full set. And also, if I was buying them, I'd sort of want to see if there was a full track or how it was going to look if my kid was playing with it as well. So I think that will help, just adding that to the photos. Okay, so here it is assembled. And I don't know, I think like maybe if a parent was getting the first set of GeoTracks for their kid, they would want it to be able to go all the way around, right? Like an actual play train. So that's why I did it. I don't honestly know if that's going to help the sales or not, but I just think it'll be helpful to advertise it as, you know, being able to go around. And of course the real money's in the trains anyway, and then just having it be a bigger set is just more fun for the kids. So it's lunchtime now. I just finished doing everything with the GeoTracks. It took a little bit longer just setting up and figuring out how I needed the tracks. And then also with the bigger lots, I was writing out the pieces so I could put them in the description, which took a little bit of time for that really, really big one. But I figure I started around 10:30 because I had to get with Jessica for a little bit, and then my Peloton came. So I was a little bit behind getting a head start, but I feel pretty good about that. For the rest of the day, I've got some pots and pans that we picked up yesterday that I want to get up because they're really high value. I've got some other home goods over here, and I might get to some shoes yet today as well. We'll see. So finished up with the pots and pans. This is our dining room, which is currently our hold it until it's inventoried area. It's a lot right now because those big boxes of GeoTracks are right there. And then I did get all of that cleaned, processed, and photographed. And then I also started pulling our sales as well. We're gonna do a what sold, so I I won't go into too much detail with these, but these puffer jackets sold really quick. One is vintage and one is regular Eddie Bauer. They both sold the day after I listed them. So those are still selling well if you wanna pick them up still if you see them. And then the last thing I'm trying to get done before I go meet up with Adine and Jessica is I'm gonna make one big lot out of the leftover Monster Highs. This has just been sitting since we parted out the more valuable sets, and I'm really just anxious to move it out at this point. So that's what I'm gonna do. And we also got a remote in, you can see it over there. So I took a quick picture of that DVD wireless Blu-ray thing as well. So as I mentioned, I'm gonna be going over to meet up with Adine and Jessica. She's at his parents'. We're gonna be going over there for dinner. As you can see, I'm standing where the Peloton was. Adine actually came home for lunch. We had lunch together, then he helped me move it up the stairs. So I do wanna show you that later. That is a space that I've been working on for a really long time, and that Peloton is a big part of that. So that's exciting, but for now, clocking out of the actual processing part. So back later, and as promised, this is where the Peloton has ended up. We've been working on this for a while just to have a space where we can do some self-care and it's relaxing and it's spacious. So not completely 100% done, but we have plans, as you can see. That's a window right there, so it's nice to have some regular light during the day. We're gonna get a weight bench for right here, but that's where the Peloton is. So super excited for this addition. All right, guys, so that was what one of my days can look like. It changes and it varies and it is very dependent on what's going on in terms of what we've sourced. We need to go sourcing. Obviously, I didn't get to source today, but Monday, that's what I did all day. It's just a mixed bag. So let us know if you like these types of videos, if you want to see us do more vlogs, more this is a typical day, this is a random day, basically what we're doing as resellers. Either way, thanks for hanging out with me today. Maybe this video brought you some value. If it did, hit the thumbs up, and until next video, take care, guys.